Hey, it's a Stemwinder review. It's probably about time. Hey, it's Bryon Lape back, or Brain Muffin at the movies. Anyway, it's been a long time. I've got the old camera out. I've sort of liked and sort of not liked what I've been getting out of my phone. YouTube does well with it, but the other ones do not. And at some point, yeah, I'm gonna have to get real with the audio and get a microphone and all that stuff. But I don't know. Y'all got to subscribe and click like on the videos to make that happen. So today I have from, as you can see, from Appalachian Sun Brewery, at least maybe you can see, I don't know. This is they don't call this the growler. The growler is the 64 ouncer. This one, I forget what they call it. I don't think it's on here. Select Funk by Little Animals. Oh. Mertz Cherry Sour. I wonder what that is. Anyway, so I stopped by today. We were in Elizabethton. And I got the Stemwinder Saison. That's what I took a picture of and then printed. This is off their chalkboard there, STM. And from what I remember, the brewer telling me, and man, I wish I could remember his name. I got to go in there more often. This was part of a rail line that, I think this is the one that was part of the Tweetsy that went to Cherry something. It went to something in North Carolina. Now the name of it's going to... I got chocolate cherries in the brain, but I don't know where it was. Anyway, many years ago, I don't know, 25 years ago, they started tearing it down. Apparently it was still there in the 90s and used to cart people around. Or he said there was another rail line that was in use, that there were several factories in that section of town, and they would do things in between cart materials and things like that between the factories. I don't remember which one that is, but anyway, it isn't untapped. I have had it before because I've actually did a flight of stuff previously, but I wanted to review this. Plus, it's sort of getting warmer. It was up to 54 today, and I think it's 46 degrees right now, and the sun's going down as the dogs are going around. So, anyway, one of the things that I've been noticing now, the difference in elevation between down in Elizabethton and here, because I think there's about 900 feet. I didn't check. We're about 25. We're a little over 2,500 feet here. And you would think, oh, that's not much difference in elevation, 1,600 feet, but it makes a difference. And this one was filled up pretty well. It was kind of laying on its side. I mean, it was laying like this in the cooler. And when I got here, enough had changed in the pressure that the neck is now empty. And I don't know why, and it's in the cooler, and I do need to clean it out. That's part of what I smell too. So, and I've also noticed this from Damascus. When I get a can of beer there and I get it here and it's flat. I don't know why. I don't have this with packaged beer. I do not have this problem with packaged beer. So I don't know. I had this sitting out a little bit. So getting ready for review. It is a little cloudy. Looks like we've got some carbonation. Oh, it smells wonderful. Smells like a Saison. So we'll see what happens. I do have the nice Sam Adams glass, and oh, it's got a nice aroma. So with Saisons, depends on the type and your nose and your palate. Some people, I get a slight hint of sour. I don't get any pepperiness. Now, some Saisons you'll get a pepperiness, and I don't know if this stuff is hanging out of my face or not. But I also get light fruits. I get hints of apricot. It's extremely rare I get bubblegum in a Saison. This is a farmhouse ale, French ale. It all depends on how they do it. Some places will do it with wild yeast. Some do it with, there's certain malts that you can do now that'll give you some of these flavors. And I did not ask him how he did this one, and I got to get back into brewing. It's been years since I've been brewing heartily, and I'm going to be breaking my equipment out very, very soon. Got the sink fixed, got some other stuff fixed in the kitchen. I'm probably still going to have to come in through the window. I want to put a tap underneath the sink so I can just screw in to do the, for when I do the stuff. But I don't know. And I also think I want to run the water back out through the window. So I have no idea. Got to think about it. That this is all, especially when I start distilling. I do not want to send all that water to the septic tank. So yeah, down there, it's foamier, it's fizzier. There's a better head on it. As you can see, it looks like it's flat, and it's not too cold. And I don't know why. And like I said, what I probably need to do is see if someone in Boone has a growler type setup, because some of them have cans. That stuff's already canned. It's not out of the tap. And see if that makes a difference. Maybe they're putting more CO2 in it when they can it. I don't know. Because Boone is a little bit higher elevation in general. I don't remember if it's... I thought it was like 2,700, but I'm not sure. But as far as the beer goes, it's very good. Like I said, it's a little cloudy. And I don't remember if it was cloudy on draft. And at some point, I would like to do a thing with them. We're probably going to have to figure out a way to get better sound with my system. And just chat about, not really an interview so much as just a chat about the brewery and, what kind of support he's getting from the community, city council. I mean, I know there's some regulars that are in there quite often when I go there. But what's the city think? He's kind of on a side road, although with Helene knocking out one of the bridges, that road does get more traffic, and so just has that increased his business. And when they fix the bridge, hopefully he still gets that traffic through there. And they used to have a pizza place, food truck, but they don't go there anymore. I thought he had tacos or something once too. Nothing there today. But in my view, there's a hint of sweetness, there's a hint of sour, there's a fruitiness to it. Like I said, I don't get any pepperiness with this one. And I don't know, maybe I gotta make sure on the carbonation. And that'll be something when I notice too when I start making stuff. I'll use the same steps that I normally carbonate, and let's see if I get overly fizzy beer. I do know at this altitude, my wife does have to make it. I mentioned this on other reviews. She does make adjustments for cookies. It's the only thing. Cakes and stuff seem to bake okay, but cookies she has to make an adjustment. So anyway, to me, it's a good representation of style. It's 4 1/4. I'm going to check into Untapped right now. I don't get any blackberry. It is malty. There's a hint of spiciness, I guess, but it's not tart. Peachy is probably a good way to test or crowler. That's it. It's a crowler, not a growler. So Crowler. I don't get blackberry. I don't know what other people are checking in, and I don't know if it's going to let me select the Damascus Brewery Mountain Cheers. That's up the street. So, whoops, misspelled Appalachian. Let's see if it Appalachian Sun Brewery, Elizabethton. There we go. Sycamore Street. But no, it's 4 1/4 for me. It's probably me being a little bit persnickety, but I like Saisons to have a little bit more spiciness to them and a little bit of pepperiness. But that's a personal preference. I don't really know why it's so cloudy. I don't remember it being cloudy like that in the brewery. And this is probably not going to last long enough for it to settle out. I mean, it's been in the refrigerator. We've been home 2.5 hours, something like that, maybe 3. So, and it's just, anyway, but 4 1/4 for me. It's a good Saison. It's 7.4, so it's not really a session Saison, but it's a little high in ABV for some, but I think very good. And again, it's like there in Damascus and this one, I have a problem keeping stuff carbonated. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, have you tried anything from Appalachian Sun Brewery? I know they're getting low on some stuff, and it's going to be brewing again soon, and hopefully so am I if I get off my lazy butt and get some stuff done. We've talked about, my wife and I have talked about going down to Dogwood Arts Festival, do some of the trails down in Knoxville. If so, I'm stopping at Allen Beer Makings and picking up something. So that'll be in the next week or two probably that we do that. Probably on a weekday, I'll probably take a day off. But that's a 2.5 hour drive one way. So it's an all day affair. So we'd have to leave fairly early, go through all the Dogwood trails, and then I want to go to some of the state places. I can't hit everything, I don't think, where I used to live and stuff, you know, from some of it almost 50 years ago. So we'll see. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thanks for clicking like and sharing. Everything should be up to date on Rumble and BitChute these days, and I'm going to keep them synced and locked in better. So if you don't like YouTube, join me on Rumble, join me on BitChute, and give a like and a subscribe. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, and we'll see you. Goodbye.